Oh.
Hey.
Oof. I had the last of the turkey and mashed potatoes and stuffing.
It's still good?
It was still good.
Alright. So 10 out of 10 would recommend
Oh, yeah.
the black turkey roast or whatever that was called, the ancient black chicken
Black heritage turkey.
chicken turkey. That's great. I'm glad it was worth it.
Oh, I hate this guy.
I did not get that boss down, by the way.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I did not. Nope. I tried.
Okay.
I went back and I tried. I got really, really close. I'll try it one more time, maybe twice, without bringing you in.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, I almost wonder if, like, I hope it's not the case, but I almost wonder if these bosses are too much harder in teams without, like, someone OP in our team, like a Zeus.
Yeah, we might have to bring in a friend. Or I might have to just adjust my build. There's like a super tanky build that I was looking at that I could go pay to have my abilities all reset.
Or I guess I'm not coming back. Oh no, that's the wrong way. I was just kind of exploring the area past it. Oh.
Wait, how come I can't use my... there we go. Stop attacking me. Attack my friend. No! No! I said no! It means you can't kill me if I say no.
It only works for me.
Yeah. I got so close though, this... As long as they swap between me and my mimic and don't just focus one of us, that's the RNG that I need to happen. If it just focuses the mimic, it dies too fast. If it just focuses me, the mimic doesn't do enough damage and I die. But I got really, really close.
I'm gonna put on your stream. I wonder if like Twitter's gonna get all like weird if I try to. I don't think it should, but I'm gonna put on your stream on my. Video's paused, so media Twitch. Alright, well I guess it's gonna stop my broadcast for some reason. I don't understand that.
Gosh, dang it! It's too slow and I can't understand the timing on when that big blue sword comes out and does a vertical strike and then a sweeping strike. I gotta be able to survive that. That was a good intro, good start.
So I've started watching Joe Rogan podcasts.
Oh yeah?
Those are wild.
Yeah, they are. I've seen some
highly
reels.
recommend.
Yeah.
The only problem is they're fucking long. I'm talking like, I think each one's like 3 hours.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But I think it was the last one was super wild. Sorry, I'm in your stupid ads.
You have Amazon Prime, right?
Yeah, but I can't.
Then you're not allowed to complain about the...
I'm doing it on here, on my computer. I'm doing it on my PS4.
Oh my goodness. So your PS4 just needs to be linked to logged
Sorry,
in.
I gotta pay money to, watch you play.
It's free. It's free to do it.
Oh, this is annoying. So I'm getting an echo because I'm getting your stream too.
Yeah. Champagne problems.
It's very distracting.
Then don't do it.
How come like settings only gives me the option to change the resolution? I'm gonna watch out. I'm gonna report your channel. That's like one of the two options I have. I can either change the resolution or report your channel, or unfollow you. Those are my options.
You'd think like they'd have more viewer control than that.
Wait, is there a way I can just turn it off? Yeah. So,
Gosh, dang it! I got hit by everything there.
So yeah, this Joe Rogan, they had this guy named John McPhee, who was a Delta Force operator, and he specialized in doing singleton missions. So he would go out for like 10 days on missions by himself and do like either like recon or like go kill a target.
Yeah, sniper type
Just like
stuff.
stuff where like they couldn't send like a team in.
Yeah.
No, not sniper. Like he was going into like places where they wanted him to like tag a high profile terrorist or something.
Yeah. Recon information base.
It was wild because like he didn't speak any Afghani or Arabic or anything, so he had to do all kinds of like crazy stuff. So like one of the things he was talking about was he did the first successful mission of Afghanistan in 2001, where they knew there was a guy who could tell him like where Osama bin Laden was, or like when he's gonna leave the mountains or something, the Tora Bora Mountains. And so he was supposed to go and then like mark his house and get like a video of him in his house or something.
To prove that he's there so they can airstrike it or something?
No, they wanted to capture him. And then, but the thing was, he didn't speak any like Afghani or anything, and he's like a redheaded dude. And so he dressed up as one of them. He had his beard and stuff, and he like covered his face and stuff. But he was saying that he had to go through these like Afghani checkpoints, and you have to bear in mind this is back when the Taliban controlled Afghanistan, right? And so he said that he hitchhiked his way there, and he couldn't talk to any of the people he was hitchhiking with, so he just kind of like pointed to the direction he was going and would just ride in it until he decided to get off. And people just thought he was like crazy or something. And when he was going through these checkpoints, he thought of something so that people wouldn't mess with him, and so he said he just acted like a retard.
Oh no!
And he said it worked. Well, he said that it was either that or he was going to be like tortured and killed.
Yeah. It's pretty smart. Most people don't have patience for special needs people.
Well, it was like he said that he saw like them like stealing stuff from a little kid and stuff, and he was like, he thought they were gonna like kill him, and he said that they were known to do like really horrible stuff.
Yeah, I can imagine.
There was a lot of bad stuff that they did, but which is probably not Twitch friendly. But I've been watching a lot of these special forces guys being interviewed on podcasts, and like they're all talking about like this really like nasty stuff that goes on in Afghanistan. But yeah, so he said it took him 10 days because it's like he was just like hitchhiking in a direction.
Yeah.
And that was like, it took like 10 days to get there. He's like, if it was like a direct like ride, like of course, but so it was really like interesting. And then on his way back, he was in this truck, and they had to stay overnight in a house because they were in a valley that had no light at night. And and for some reason, I guess like the guy didn't want to like drive like without being able to see anything, and so they were staying in his house, and he said it was like these 8 like old guys, and they were giving him the dirtiest of looks the whole time. But it was like part of their custom there that like if they welcome you as a guest, like they have to like offer you hospitality, kind of like Game of Thrones, I guess. And so, but he said that like they were doing some stuff in there again, you know, not Twitch stream friendly to talk about.
Yeah.
But they were trying to like get him to go to sleep, and so they were drinking this tea, which was clear, and he said that they gave him this tea that was like black. And so he said that he knew that they were probably giving him like some kind of opium dose to put him out so that they could do something to him. And but he said that they gave him like he had like a bunch of like speed pills with him, and so he just took a bunch of them so that he wouldn't fall asleep.
Yeah, like that's really smart.
And then, because, yeah, I guess when he went on those missions and stuff, they would give him, you know, amphetamines to stay up if he needed to.
Yeah.
And so he said around like midnight or something, he was just not feeling good about what was going on in there. And he took his AK-47, put it to the truck driver's head and said, "Get me out of here."
Yeah.
Or, well, he didn't say "get me out of here," he pointed to the truck. But he had crazy stories. Again, not Twitch stream friendly. But just wild stuff hearing from this Delta Force operator. And he said he did hundreds of these missions where he went out by himself behind enemy lines.
I wonder, like, there's got to be a point where he can't talk about that stuff, right? You got to be like, careful with the details you're sharing.
You know, my guess is that he can say a lot of stuff now because it's not gonna hurt anybody. I think that's the way he looks at it. Is like, is it gonna hurt anybody?
Yeah, I just don't know what sort of agreements he has with the government or whatever against talking about those types of missions.
So if you see him, he is a type of guy who does not care.
Oh.
And I think that's why they picked him.
Okay.
Because like he's a unique individual.
Yeah.
He enjoyed
Daniel,
chaos.
what are you doing, buddy? You were doing so well, you just completely screwed the pooch there. That was so dumb. I went in for an attack, and instead of doing any damage, I put my blood flame blade on my weapon again. Just like stood there, lifted my sword over my head. That was a good attempt until that point.
Yeah, he was interesting. So, you know, you ever watch that movie? I think with Mark Wahlberg, Lone Survivor.
No, I thought you were gonna say Shooter, because I've seen Shooter with Mark Wahlberg, but I've not seen Lone Survivor.
So Lone Survivor is based on a real story. I actually read the book because my boss recommended it. It was about like a bunch of Navy SEALs that got ambushed in Afghanistan, and like all of them died except one guy. And it took him like, he got severely injured, and it took him like over a month to get back. It's a good movie. And a good book. I mean, obviously a better book, but name me the movie where the book is not better.
Right.
Well, my thing always about that is because our imaginations are better than movies. So that's why if you have the patience to read a book.
Yep, imaginations are the closest to like anime, and that's why anime is so good, is because they can do so much more than movie production. Like over the top everything. It's insane.
I went on a couple dates with this girl who was trying to get me into anime, and I couldn't do it. It just doesn't click for me.
I have to be in the right mood for it.
I feel like it's like sensory overload, maybe.
Yeah, it's definitely has a. It's like a, I guess, a learning curve to that type of intensity that if you're not used to watching it, it's just hard to even sit. It's like doing VR for the first time, playing a VR game. Watch it. I can play VR for like 10 minutes, and then my body's like done. Like, I'm over it.
I remember when Dragon Ball Z came out in the U.S. in the 90s, all those kids having seizures, right?
Oh,
Or was
right.
it Pokemon?
I think it's probably Dragon Ball Z.
I actually did watch Dragon Ball Z a bunch in the 90s. But it's like, it was a never-ending story. Well, it was interesting because it was a never-ending story because they just kept like leveling up and becoming bigger and bigger.
Right. Yeah. Nothing ever really mattered.
Because everyone leveled up to the next thing. There's always something more.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so, well, okay. One of the things this guy, John McPhee, talks about is this lone survivor story. And he said he never understood that. Because he was like, you know, we're special forces. You know, he was like, me and a bunch of guys, not just me, we would, you know, if they sent the army after us, we'd be piling the bodies by the hundreds, you know, and we'd tell them to send us more.
Right.
So he's like, I don't understand these Navy SEALs who couldn't deal with a couple people going after him or something. I'm like, okay. It's wild hearing like different special forces talking shit about other special forces.
Lord. One, 2, 3, okay. So that big big ice thing that he does where he goes in the air and then like the ice ball splashes 3 different times.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm at right now. I can get him down to 25%, 20%. But then that
You
thing
need to get
kills me.
lucky enough to roll between them, you know, in the gaps.
Yeah, yeah. But it's not impossible for me to do this fight. I just have to be lucky and then roll the skill opportunity where I have a chance to have a skillful move. I gotta be able to do it. Can't whiff.
But yeah, I've been watching a lot of these like Joe Rogan's and Sean Ryan's podcasts with various people that are being hired for the administration coming in. I guess, I don't know, so is Delta Force like the best?
I don't know.
I know that's cliche,
I think
but
we probably don't know what the best is.
yeah. But one thing that Joe Rogan always gets excited about when he's talking to these special forces guys is he asks about what they think Trump talking about sending in the special forces to take out the Mexican cartels. That's always funny.
This was a horrible attempt because all he did the entire time was dodge everything I threw at him and jumped away from me and just continued killing my mimic. It was like, that was a waste of time. At any point in time, if you want to come in here and help out, and we can